Hello, my name is Lindner. I'm the director of the Americana department at Heritage Auctions. Today I'm here to speak with you about our upcoming auction on February 25th and 26th. It's our signature auction of political memorabilia, as well as all sorts of other Americana and artifacts. I'd like to start first with our Shipwreck gold. This is a piece of silver from the Tumbaga, which sank off Grand Bahama Islands in 1528. The 255-ounce silver bar has assayer marks on the back and also has an assayer bite on the side to show that it is silver. I'd like to talk about a sad part of our history, the assassination of Abraham Lincoln on April 14th, 1865 at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. People in the audience were shocked and disturbed and dismayed by that dastardly act by John Wilkes Booth, and many people wrote letters, especially people who were in attendance, about seeing it actually occur. We have a letter written by someone who was in attendance at Ford's Theater. The letter was written by Captain Leonard Blinn of the 100th Ohio Infantry, and he was a witness at Ford's Theater of the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. And I'm just going to quote one line from the letter. "I heard the report of the pistol, the shrieks of Mrs. Lincoln, and saw the assassin jump to the stage and disappear through the rear of the theater." This portrait sash is from Faneuil Hall in Boston, Massachusetts. It's from a rally from May 24th, 1860. It was a grand ratification meeting at Faneuil Hall. Many people who have been to New England will know that this was is a tourist spot now. But there was a rally there in celebration of Lincoln running for president, and this wonderful piece is from that rally. This was either used as a campaign sash or possibly around the top hat of a gentleman who was promoting Abraham Lincoln presidency. It's extremely rare and the only one we've ever seen come to market. Next, I'd like to talk about another Lincoln artifact. This is a above and below Jugate ribbon of Lincoln and Hamlin. They were, of course, the standard bearers for the Republican Party in 1860. These are based on Matthew Brady portraits. Next, I'd like to talk about this amazing circa 1830s Napoleonic warship made of bone. Shows great detail, cannons along the side, just an amazing piece. And if you're into naval history, Napoleonic history, or just want something that's handcrafted by a talented craftsman, this would be for you. And again, beautifully custom case comes with it. Next, I'd like to talk about a Henry Clay presentation watch. It's an 18-karat gold pocket watch with Clay's portrait on the front. It was made by Cooper in London, circa 1852. An amazing handcrafted watch. The case is 18-karat gold, beautiful movement. As a matter of fact, the consignor had it completely refurbished, and it is in working order. And it comes with the original key. And this would be the prize for anybody who's a Henry Clay collector or a watch collector. Next, again, another assassination piece. This being a piece of the bandage that was wrapped around President Abraham Lincoln's head. It comes with a letter written by a person who was living at the Peterson house. I'll read you just a small excerpt from the letter. He writes, "Enclosed a piece of cloth stained with the blood of our late President Abraham Lincoln. It is a piece of the bandage that was placed around his head. I procured it from the room in which he died. I resided in the same house." Amazing provenance for a very sad day in our country's history. I'd like to speak about probably the main highlight of our auction. It's a signed Abraham Lincoln Carte Visite or CDV. The portrait was taken by Alexander Gardner, who was a well-known photographer in Washington, D.C., along with Matthew Brady. It is encapsulated by PSA, and the signature has been graded a 9, which is extremely high, and it may be possibly the best signature on a Lincoln photograph that we have ever handled. Lincoln signed CDVs are the holy grail of Lincoln collectibles, especially from an autograph standpoint. And this is a superb example taken by one of the most famous photographers of the 19th century, and again, would be the centerpiece for anybody's collection. Lastly, campaign posters were very popular in the mid-19th century, all the way up until even today. And we have two examples sitting behind us. One is a beautiful lithograph poster of Theodore Roosevelt, and Charles Fairbanks. Roosevelt was running for president in 1904. Fairbanks was his vice president. And as you can see, the colors are absolutely stunning, unfaded, and just beautifully framed and ready to hang on your wall. Secondly, I'd like to talk about Governor James Cox. He was a governor of Ohio. He ran for president in 1920 with a very young 38-year-old Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and we all know Roosevelt became our only 4-term president. This is for Cox being the Democratic candidate for president in 1920, an extremely rare poster in any format. So this is what we have for our February 25th and 26th sale. On Saturday, February 25th, will be our live auction where people can bid interactively, send in bids, phone bid, and of course attend live here in Dallas, Texas. Sunday will be internet only, but you can bid interactively and competitively via your computer. Again, my name is Curtis Lindner. My email address is curtisl@ha.com. And again, thank you so much for your time and good luck at the auction.